Let's take a look at the problem type where we are solving equations for different variables. Let's start off by solving this expression for s. We have b is equal to f divided by the quantity s minus v. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take s minus v and pop it out over to the other side. And we're going to do that by multiplying everything by s minus v. So we'll have s minus v times b, and that's going to be equal to f divided by s minus v times s minus v. Okay, so on the right hand side things will cancel and we'll be left with just f, and that's going to be equal to b times v, s minus v. We could distribute, but I'm not going to. I'm instead going to divide by b. When we divide both sides by b, we'll get s minus v is equal to f divided by b. Okay, and then we add v to both sides, so s is equal to f divided by b plus v. And I like that. I think that works quite nicely. Let's do another one. Let's take a look and let's solve for R1. I had no idea what that last equation is, but I can tell you this right here is resistors in parallel. So we've got a current coming into these two resistors, and we're going to try and find the resistance across all of them. We're going to solve for R1. R1's in the bottom, so we're going to multiply everything by R1. So that's going to be R1 times 1 over R is equal to R1 times 1 over R1 plus R1 times 1 over R2. Okay, now over here, these are going to cancel out, and we'll be left with 1. And this is, I'm going to leave this as R1 times 1 over R. I never believe in multiplying unless I really, really have to. I'm going to take this tail end term right here. I'm going to scoot it over. So I'm going to subtract R1 times that mess from both sides here. And let's take a look at what we get. We're going to have R1 times 1 over R minus R1 times 1 over R squared, and it's going to be equal to 1. But since we've got an R1 in both of these, we're going to factor out that R1. So it'll be R1 times 1 over R. Sorry, my tablet's acting up. Can't quite write precisely. Minus 1 over R squared, and that's equal to 1. So let's divide. And we get R is equal to 1 over R minus 1 over R squared. That's R1. And then suddenly this looks like one of those nightmare compound fraction problems you may have solved earlier, like say in Math 090. So that's where a lot of these come from. Those problems came from, whereas things like this. So how could we take care of this? Well, we're going to take that. So that's, what is it? R1 is equal to 1 over R minus 1 over R2. Like that. And I'm going to add these together, so that's R2 minus R over R2. And all this is divided by 1, and then we flip it. So we'll get that R1 is equal to R2 divided by R2 minus R. Alright, well, I hope you found that useful, and I will see you next video.